Help me reach 3,000 subscribers. Support the video with a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Thank you. The living room smells of Emily's lavender candle, its little flame dancing on the coffee table beside a half-empty bottle of Merlot. I'm at the kitchen counter, sorting invoices for my construction company, trying to figure out why our accounts keep coming up short. Emily's on the couch, legs tucked under her, scrolling her phone like it's a full-time job. We've got to be at Mike's barbecue in an hour. His birthday is a big deal. I'm ready, jeans, a clean shirt, keys in hand. She's still in yoga pants, not even pretending to get dressed. You planning to get ready anytime soon? I ask, setting the papers down. She doesn't look up. God, Tom, chill. It's just Mike and Sarah's thing. Not like we're meeting the president, she says. That stings. Mike's been my best friend since college. He helped me clear out my dad's place after he passed. It's his birthday. You know that. Showing up matters. She snorts, eyes glued to the screen. You're so intense. I'll be ready in 10. Okay. 20 minutes later, she's still scrolling. I stand, grab my jacket. I'm heading out. You coming or not? Her head snaps up, eyebrows arched. Seriously? You're leaving without me? Wow. Way to make me feel like baggage, she snaps. I pause at the door, hand on the knob. You've had an hour. I'm not begging you to show up for my friend. Her eyes narrow, that sharp glint I've been seeing more and more. Fine, go be the perfect friend. Don't expect me to chase you. I walk out. The door clicks shut behind me. In the truck I grip the wheel, the leather creaking. It's not just that she's late, it's how she twists everything so I'm supposed to wait on her cue. If I'd known how the night would spiral, I'd have started cutting ties right then. Hell, maybe I'd have saved myself a year of her games. I'm halfway to Mike's when my phone buzzes. Emily's name on the screen. I hit speaker, keep my eyes on the road. You really left without me? She asks, voice oozing that practiced hurt she's perfected. Told you I was going, I say, merging onto the highway. You could have waited 5 minutes. You had an hour. She laughs. Sharp. God, Tom, you're so dramatic. It's just a barbecue and it's Mike's birthday. You knew that. Oh please, you're acting like I'm blowing off the Super Bowl. You're blowing off my friend. Same difference. She sighs long and exaggerated. You're making this a thing. I'm getting ready now. Okay. Don't rush on my account, I say, my voice flat. You know where it is. You're seriously not coming back to pick me up? Nope. Wow, Tom. Real classy. Leaving your wife stranded. You're not stranded. You've got a car. She pauses. Then her tone softens like she's flipped a switch. I just thought we'd go together, you know, as a couple. We're not a couple if you can't show up for the people who matter to me. Another beat. You're being such a jerk about this. And you're being a control freak. Pick your poison. Fine, she snaps. I'll get there when I get there. Don't strain yourself, I say and hang up. No chasing, no second ask. I crank Springsteen and keep driving. Mike's backyard is alive. String lights swaying, burgers sizzling, a cooler full of beers. Sarah plays hostess, darting around with a tray of sliders, her smile tight but warm. Mike's at the grill, his laugh cutting through the chatter. I spot Dave, our old college buddy who went into contracting and never runs out of things to say, and Karen, the neighbor who always has a new rusty story. Good crowd, good vibe, except Emily's not here. Mike hands me a beer. Where's Em? Running late, I say, popping the cap. Her usual, he grins though his eyes are sharp. Keeping you on a leash, huh? Trying to, I mutter, taking a swig. Dave wanders over mid-rant, lumbers up. 30%, man. You feeling it? He asks. Yeah, I say, half listening, scanning the yard for Emily. An hour in, no sign, no text since the call. I'm not chasing. Then she strolls in, heels clicking on the patio, dressed like she's walking a runway. Tight dress, hair perfect, heads turn. She's got that knack for owning a room without trying. She spots me, gives a little wave, then drifts to Sarah, laughing like she's been here all night. I don't move. Mike nudges me. You good, Peachy? He asks. I keep my jaw tight, just watching the show. Emily's holding court now, wine glass in hand, telling some story about her Chicago work trip. She hasn't glanced my way. Karen sidles up, Rusty trailing behind with his leash dragging. She's in rare form tonight, huh? Never seen her miss a chance to work a crowd, she says. Yeah, I mutter. Always on stage. Karen tilts her head, voice low. You okay with that? She's been pulling this a lot. Rusty and I see her strutting around, but you're the one holding it together. I shrug, not ready to spill. I'm here for Mike, not her. Dave asks Emily about our weekend plans. Just small talk. She laughs, sharp and deliberate. Oh, Tom's probably dragging me to the hardware store again. You know, his idea of a hot date. The group chuckles. My neck burns. It's not the words so much as the tone, like I'm some boring schlub she got stuck with. Sarah, nearby with a tray of drinks, pauses and her smile fades. I set my beer down and walk over, trying to stay calm. Actually, I say loud enough for everyone to hear. I was thinking we'd skip the hardware store. I've got better things to do than play errand boy. Emily's smile freezes. Sarah sets the tray down and steps closer. Everything okay over here? She asks, voice careful but firm. Just clearing things up, I say, not breaking eye contact with Emily. Emily recovers fast, tilting her head. Oh, come on, Tom. It's a joke. Don't be so sensitive. I step closer, voice steady. Funny, I'm not laughing. Dave, oblivious, laughs. You two are always sparring. Keeps things spicy, right? Sarah shoots him a look. Not the time, Dave. Karen speaks up dry. Jokes are supposed to be funny. That one felt like a jab. Emily's eyes flash, but she keeps the smile. Wow, everyone's a critic tonight. Can't a girl have some fun? Sarah crosses her arms. Fun's fine, but maybe check who you're throwing under the bus. I don't wait for Emily's next move. I grab another beer and head to the grill with Mike. He hands me a spatula. Flip these, will you? I focus on the burgers. The sizzle grounds me. Sarah joins us, voice low. She's been like that all month, Tom. I didn't want to say anything, but you don't deserve it. Thanks, I say, flipping a patty. I'm handling it. Emily doesn't follow. Good. I'm done letting her set the tone. If I'd known how far she'd push it, I'd have started packing that night. But I didn't. I still thought we could salvage something. 10 years, a house, a life. Stupid maybe, but I wasn't ready to torch it all over a few cheap shots. So I tried, planned dinners, suggested that weekend in Napa she'd always wanted. She'd nod and smile, then flip it. I was chasing her approval. Every time I thought we were good she'd pull something new. Ignore plans, twist my words, make me question my own head. A month later we're at the kitchen table, bills spread out like evidence. I'm trying to figure out why our credit cards are maxed out again. Emily's on her laptop answering emails, acting like I'm interrupting her Oscar-worthy performance as corporate queen. You see this? I hold up the statement. $2,000 on clothes and restaurants. We didn't talk about this. She doesn't look up. Seriously, Tom, you're going to nickel and dime me now? I needed stuff for work. You want me to show up in rags? Work? Huh. That's what we're calling $300 dinners with your team. She sighs dramatically like I'm a kid. It's networking, Tom. You wouldn't get it. You're not out there hustling like I am. There's that jab, like my construction business is a hobby because I don't wear a suit. Networking's fine, but we're a team. You don't get to spend our money and call it my problem. Her eyes flick up sharp. Our money? Last I checked, I'm pulling my weight. Maybe if you closed more deals, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You're pulling your weight then. Why is our account bleeding? She leans back, crossing her arms. Don't put this on me. You're the one always buying new tools. Tools that keep my business running, not $500 handbags. Oh please, she snaps. You're acting like I'm bankrupting us. Her laugh is bitter. You're so dramatic. It's just money. Then use yours, I say. I pull out my phone, open our banking app, and transfer half our joint savings into my personal account. 30 seconds. Done. She's still typing, oblivious. Done, I say, standing. From now on we split expenses. You want to play CEO? You cover your own tab. Her head snaps up. What's that supposed to mean? Exactly what I said. I'm not your ATM. She laughs, nervous, losing the usual control. You're being ridiculous. We've always shared everything. Not anymore. I grab my keys. I'm meeting Mike for a beer. Sort your bills out. She stands, voice rising. Tom, you can't just do that without talking to me. We're married. I just did, I say, heading for the door. We're done talking about it. She calls after me. You're going to regret this. You think you can just cut me off. I don't answer. I don't repeat myself. At the bar, Mike's got a pitcher waiting. He's a big guy, could pass for a linebacker, but quiet, always listening. The place is loud, jukebox blaring, a couple guys arguing over a pool game. I tell Mike about the credit card, the transfer, the whole deal. He shakes his head. She's testing you, man. Seeing how far she can push. Yeah, I say, pouring a glass. And I'm done playing. He leans forward, elbows on the table. You sure about this? Splitting everything. That's a big step. I'm not begging her to respect me. She wants to run the show. She can run it alone. Mike sips his beer. Reminds me of my brother's ex. Always pulling that control crap. Little digs to keep him small. Took him years to walk away. You're moving faster. I've given her enough chances, I tell him. She thinks I'll just take it. Not anymore. He grins. Cautious. Just watch her back. She's not going to like losing the reins. A bartender, Joe, swings by with another pitcher. You two look like you're solving the world's problems, he says, wiping down the table. Something like that. I manage half a smile. Joe leans in, voice low. Heard my share of stories here. Sounds like you're drawing a line. Respect, man. Mike raises his glass to lines in the sand. I clink mine to not looking back. A regular at the next table, a trucker-hatted guy, overhears and chuckles. Sounds like you're breaking free, buddy. Good luck. I nod and sip my beer. My phone buzzes. Jim, my lead foreman. I step outside to take it. Tom, you got a minute? Jim says. Got a scheduling issue on the downtown job. Shoot, I say, leaning against my truck. The client wants us to pull extra hours next week. I said I'd check with you. Tell them no. We stick to the schedule. I'm not burning out my crew for last-minute changes. Jim pauses. You sure? They're offering overtime. Then they can pay double. My time's not free anymore. He laughs. Got it, boss. I'll pass it along. Good. Keep me posted. I hang up feeling solid. No more bending over backward. My rules, my terms. It's a Friday and we're at Emily's company party. A big downtown venue, open bar, suits everywhere. I'm here because she asked. She said it would look good for her. I'm in a blazer making small talk with her colleagues, most of whom I don't know. Emily's across the room laughing with some guy in a tailored suit, her hand on his arm. I don't care about the flirting so much as the way she behaves like I'm her +1, not her husband. I'm talking to Rachel, one of her co-workers, who asks about my business. She's genuine, curious about the new office complex we're building. Sounds like a big deal, she says. You must be swamped. Keeps me busy, I reply, appreciating the normal conversation. Emily swoops in, wine glass in hand. Oh, Tom's always building something. You should see our garage. It's like a hardware store exploded. Rachel laughs politely but glances at me, uncomfortable. That's a lot of dedication, she says, trying to pivot. I don't laugh. Funny, I say, looking at Emily. I didn't realize my work was a punchline. She rolls her eyes. God, Tom, lighten up. It's a party. Rachel shifts uneasily. Emily's boss, Greg, joins us, loud and full of himself. Tom, right? You're the guy for renovations. Before I can answer, Emily cuts in, yeah, he's great with a hammer. Keeps him out of trouble. The group laughs. Rachel's jaw tightens. I feel the room sharpen, not with anger, but with clarity. This is her pattern, little digs to keep me small so she's the star. I'm done. Actually, I say, voice steady, I run a construction firm. We just finished a commercial project downtown. 10 stories, on time, under budget. Greg raises an eyebrow, impressed. No kidding. We're looking at some office expansions. You got a card. I pull one from my wallet and hand it over. Call me. We can talk numbers. Emily's smile tightens. Rachel speaks up, voice firm. That's impressive, Tom. Not many people can pull off projects like that. Thanks, I say, meeting her eyes. Appreciate it. Emily laughs, trying to regain control. Oh, come on, Rachel. Don't inflate his ego. He's still got sawdust on his shoes. Greg chuckles less enthusiastically now. Sounds like he's doing all right to me. What was that project, Tom? Downtown, new office complex on 5th. Mixed use with retail on the ground floor. We handled everything, design to finish. Mark pipes up, man, I could use a contractor for my house. You do residential. Depends on the job, I say. Give me a call. Greg nods. I like a guy who gets it done. What's your crew size? 20+ subs, I reply. We scale up for bigger jobs. Emily cuts in, voice sharp. Okay, let's not turn this into a sales pitch. It's a party. I look at her calmly. You started it and I'm just finishing. Rachel smirks, barely hiding it. Sounds like Tom's got it handled. Mark nods. I'm calling you, man. My deck's a mess. Greg claps my shoulder. Let's grab a drink later. Talk shop. My firm's got plans. Help me reach 3,000 subscribers. Support the video with a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Thank you. My firm's planning a new branch. Sounds good, I say. Emily's expression hardens into a mask. You all so serious, she forces out with a laugh. Supposed to be fun, she says. Fun's fine, I answer, locking onto her eyes. But respect matters more. I excuse myself and head for the bar, order a soda. She trails after me, voice low. What was that about? Just talking business, I reply, sipping. You embarrassed me in front of my boss. No, Em, I tell her. You've embarrassed me all night. I'm done making you look good. Her face reddens. You're a jerk and you're controlling. Pick your poison. I slip away through the crowd. Rachel catches my eye and gives a small nod. I nod back. Behind me, Emily laughs too loud to steer the group back in. He's just tired, she says. You know how it is. Greg's voice floats over. Seemed pretty sharp to me. Mark adds, Guy knows his stuff. I'm calling him. I keep walking. I'm not here for her encore. A month later, Karen's place is full, our neighbor with the golden retriever, because Emily insisted we go and said it'd be awkward if we didn't. I only came because I'm not ready to cut every tie, but I'm not playing her game. We still live in the same house, but I've moved to the guest room. Separate accounts. Separate calendars. She hates it and keeps tugging at my orbit with no apologies. Just that you'll get over it shrug. Karen's house is packed. Neighbors, friends, a few strangers. Emily's in her element, flitting with a wine glass, laughing too loud. I'm talking to Dave and Lisa about a remodel, normal stuff, no tension. Then Emily calls me over with syrupy warmth. Tom, come meet Brian. I walk up and nod. Brian, finance guy in a polo, shakes my hand. Emily was telling me about your business. Sounds like you're killing it. Before I can answer, Emily cuts in, laughing sharp. Oh, Tom's always busy, fixing leaky faucets, saving the world one hammer at a time. Brian chuckles uncertainly. Lisa frowns. Steve raises a brow. I don't flinch. Actually, I say calm. We just landed a contract for a new office complex. Keeps me plenty busy. I don't need to be anyone's sidekick. Emily's smile slips. Brian perks up. That's awesome. Are you hiring? Maybe, I say. The room swells and Emily drifts toward the patio to work another group. I reach out to steer her through like I've done for years. She pulls back fast, sharp and deliberate, voice carrying, "Don't start, Tom. It's not like anyone here thinks we're together." The room quiets. Steve stops pouring. Lisa's mouth tightens. "That's a cheap shot, Em. He's your husband." Brian tries to smooth it over. "Hey, let's not get heavy, just having fun, right?" Karen moves closer across the room, tone dry. "Fun's supposed to lift people up, not cut them down." Emily's smile becomes a mask. "Wow, everyone's so serious tonight." "It's just a joke." I set my drink down and step closer, voice low but clear. "From this moment on, they definitely won't." I walk out, not hurried, not furious, just done. Karen follows to the porch with Rusty trailing. "You okay, Tom?" she asks. "Yeah," I say, hands in my pockets, drawing a line. I've seen her do this for years. Little jabs, always painting you the bad guy. "You're better than that." I nod and stare at the streetlights. "Appreciate it. I'm handling it." She leans in, practical. "You need a place to crash or just a coffee, you know where to find me." Rusty nudges my leg. I scratch his ears and force a half smile. I drive home, pack a bag, and check into a motel. Emily's texts buzz, "You're being ridiculous." I don't reply. I'm not explaining myself twice. The motel lot is quiet, neon buzzing. I sit on the bed, stare at the ceiling, and feel the weight lift. No more games. 3 weeks later I'm in my new apartment downtown. Small, bare bones, but mine. Tools in the corner, coffee maker on the counter. Tomorrow I've got a meeting with my advisor to finalize splitting assets. Emily leaves voicemails about talking it out. I don't pick up. She had her chance. I stop reacting and start changing the rules. I call Sarah. "I'm out for the next couple's dinner. Just me and Mike for beers from now on." She pauses, soft. "I get it, Tom. I'm sorry it came to this." "Don't be," I say. "I'm good." I meet my accountant Laura downtown. No nonsense. Has handled my books for years. "You co-signed the office lease last year when my score dipped. I'm taking you off everything," I tell her, then instruct her to open a new business account, transfer my contracts, and remove Emily from insurance and the joint lease. Laura raises an eyebrow. "Big moves, Tom." "You sure?" "Dead sure," I say. "Done." She nods and scribbles. "Smart. Keeps things clean. I'll have it by the end of the week." I hit the gym, something I'd let slide, not to impress, but to feel solid again. I'm lifting when I run into Dave, who's spotting a guy benching. He grins. "You look like you're ready to build a skyscraper, man." "Just clearing my head," I say, wiping sweat. He leans on the rack. "Heard about you and Em. You holding up." "I'm not holding up. I'm moving on." He nods. Thoughtful. "Lisa's worried. Emily's been spinning it, making you look like the bad guy who walked out for no reason." "Let her talk. I'm not in her story anymore," I tell him. Carlos, a regular, chimes in. "Man, you look done taking crap." "Respect." I rack my weights, smile. "Appreciate it." Dave claps my shoulder. "Come by for a beer. Lisa's making chili." "We will," I say and head for the showers. A month later Emily wants to meet at the same coffee shop. I'm there early with black coffee and the documents. Assets split, no shared accounts, no joint liabilities. She walks in less polished, hair up, no makeup, jeans instead of the power suit, sits without ordering. "You didn't have to do this," she says, quietly. "We could have worked it out." "Worked what out?" I ask. "You running the show while I play backup?" She flinches. "That's not fair. I was stressed. Work's been crazy." "Stop," I cut in, calm but firm. "You don't get to rewrite this. You made your choices." Her eyes well. "Tom, I didn't mean to hurt you. I was trying to keep things light." "Light?" I scoff. "You turn me into the punchline. That's control." She softens. "We've got 10 years, a house, a life. Just don't walk away." "I'm walking towards something better." "You had your shot." Her tone sharpens. You're going to regret this. You think you'll find someone who puts up with your stubbornness. I'm not looking for someone to put up with me. I'm done with games. She leans forward, urgent. Tom, please, counseling, start over. I'll do better. You don't get it. I don't want better. I want respect. You don't have that to give. Anger now. You're throwing away everything we built. No, you did that. Her voice drops to pleading. Tom, we can fix this. Give me a chance. A barista clears a nearby table. Emily notices and stiffens. You're making a scene, she snaps. I speak loud enough for the barista to hear. No, I'm ending one. I slide the papers across. Sign these. We're done sharing. She stares, hands frozen. You're serious. Serious as a heart attack, I say. She pleads one last time. Tom, please, we can work this out. You've got 2 weeks to sign or my advisor handles it. Don't call me. I stand, leave cash for the coffee, and walk out. The barista nods as I pass. People fill the streets who don't know my story, and that's fine. I'm not trying to be anyone's hero or villain. I'm done playing her games. 8 months later I've bought a condo. Nothing flashy, but with a skyline view. Business is thriving. 2 new contracts, 3 hires. Mike and Sarah host poker nights. Karen drops by with Rusty and a bottle of wine. Dave still yaps about lumber but makes me laugh. Emily's out there doing her thing. Word is she's dating someone from her firm. Good for her. I don't wish her ill. I just don't care. My life is mine now. I set the rules and nobody gets to rewrite them. If I want to spend a Saturday at the hardware store, I do. If I want to drive to the coast, I go. No arguments, no games. Last week I ran into Rachel at a hardware store. She asked how I was. I told her, I'm not just doing, I'm living. She smiled and said, You look free, Tom. I nodded, grabbed paint rollers, and walked out. Respect isn't something you chase. You build it. And I'm done letting anyone tear it.